What if I told you the first 10 minutes of your morning are silently deciding the fate of your entire day? Most people don't notice it. They wake up already behind, eyes on a screen, mind in a fog, spirit lost in noise. But the Stoics knew better. They treated each morning like a sacred beginning. Not a sprint, but a ceremony. A chance to return to purpose, to clarity, to control. This video will walk you through 10 powerful things you should do every morning. Ancient Stoic habits, reshaped for a modern life. No fluff, no hacks, just timeless practices that, if done right, can make your mornings and your life unshakable. Because how you rise is how you live. 1. Find your ikigai, discovering purpose in every morning. If you wake up for no reason, the day takes over your life. Everything changes when you wake up with your ikigai, your reason for being. If you want to achieve ikigai, you need to combine what you love with what the world needs, your skills with what you can be paid for. Marcus Aurelius told himself over and over, do not waste what remains of your life in guessing about other people. You need to do what you were born to do. In the early morning, take a moment to think about why you are here. Your day can be changed by an easy answer. Don't just wake up, get ready to do something. That goal doesn't need to be loud either. There's no need to applaud. It can be calm, quiet, and between two people. Your ikigai could be to teach, make, heal, build, guard, or just love the people around you very much. It's important that it's yours, and that you face it straight on, especially first thing in the morning when the outside world is quiet. Life is long if you know how to use it, Seneca wrote one time. That starts in the morning. How you start your day determines how you spend it. If you start it casually, things like urges, distractions, and pressure will carry you along. You are in charge of the direction of not only your day, but also your whole life if you start it with purpose. The Stoics thought that a life without goals was a life that was lost. First, tell yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, Epictetus said. That's the holy chance in the morning. You can choose who you are becoming, not just reading or staying alive. A person who wakes up every day with a clear sense of purpose is unshakable because they're not just responding to life, they're making it. Don't give up if you don't know your ikigai yet. Look for it on purpose. Just that search can be your reason, and keep it safe if you already know it. Care for it. From the time your feet hit the ground, let it guide every choice you make. When you rise with a mission, you decide your own fate, not the world. 2. Prepare the night before, setting the stage for success. Seneca said, "Do not worry about the future. Live right now." If you want to start living right away, you need to start the night before. Place your tools in order. List the things you need. Writing down how you feel is helpful. Your surroundings will feel more comfortable when it's ready. With ease in the morning, you can focus instead of rubbing your eyes. There is no chaos when you rise. You rise into ready. An important choice the night before shapes every great morning. Will I lead tomorrow, or will luck take over? Not only in theory, but also in real life, the Stoics were crazy about getting ready. Epictetus said that we should always think about the hard things that happen in life, not to get worried, but to become calm and strong. Planning isn't about being in charge, it's about having a plan. You should treat tomorrow like a fighter sets out their armor or a sculptor sharpens their tools before dawn. With honor. With being there. You're honoring your future self when you take 5 minutes before bed to set up your clothes, your workspace, and your routine. That means you won't let them start the day fumbling because you care about who you're becoming. It's not necessary to have a difficult night routine. It needs to be aware. Make a list of what you need to do tomorrow. Organize your work. Set up your book. Stop talking on the phone. Set a candle on fire. Try to take deep breaths. It's not silly to do these little things. They're traditions. Marcus Aurelius knew that traditions make rhythm, and music gives you a personality. It doesn't surprise the man who plans. He is not in a hurry. He walks into the day with peace in his heart and calm in his steps. He walked tomorrow night, so he doesn't need to do it again. Everything changes because of that focus. You eat better. You take longer to speak. You pay more attention to your steps. Why? Because when you woke up, there was no noise. There was a method. Your setup. It was made by you. Thanks. The world we live in now is full of chaos and distractions. Most people just go about their day, checking their phones for alerts, responding, and forgetting what's important. Not you, though. You chose to be in charge. And being a leader starts in the dark, when everyone else is asleep, and you're by yourself with your future. Don't waste your last hour tonight. Keep it holy, because the person who set the stage today owns tomorrow. 3. Avoid morning distractions. Embracing serenity. How many of us start our day by staring at a screen and ignoring people who aren't there? Epictetus warned us, you would be very angry if someone gave your body to a stranger. You give your mind to anyone who comes along, though. Take back the quiet before the noise. Do not look at your phone. Do not scroll. Instead, enjoy the quiet. Listen to the world before it wakes up. That peace, untouched, quiet, and pure, is where real insight lives. Let your first thoughts come from inside you, not from what's happening around you. The Stoics thought that the mind should be kept safe from both pain and other things that could take its attention away. Because being distracted isn't safe. It breaks up your will. Without even taking a breath, it takes away your sense of direction. As soon as you pick up your phone, you give up your inner area to other people's plans. Before you've had a chance to think, you start to respond. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Marcus Aurelius told himself, "Know this, and you will be strong." But how can you use that power if the first thing you do every day is give it up? Boundaries are what make you strong, and the morning is the holy ground where those boundaries are made. Take time for yourself in the morning. Take those first few minutes to calm down before the world starts to ask for your attention. Look at the sunrise. Take a deep breath. A journal. Relax and think. You could also just sit still and listen. Listen to the wind outside your window, the beat of your breath, and your own thoughts. Because that's where you find yourself. Before the algorithms, before the news, and before everyone else starts screaming. Not the one that is formed by noise or comparison, but the one that knows what's important. The one that is steady, calm, and clear. You already know what you need to know. You need to be still more. More being there. You should own your mind more. Take back those 20 minutes. Keep them safe like gold. You can't get them back once you give them away. So don't pick up your phone when you want it tomorrow morning. Pick peace and quiet. Choose to be independent. Pick you. 4. Wake up consistently. The power of routine. The Stoics thought that being disciplined led to freedom. Marcus Aurelius didn't get up early just because it was cool. He did it because he thought that nature obliges us to do so. So you were born to feel good, he wrote, not to do things and have those experiences. Can't you see that the birds, the ants, and the plants are all doing their jobs? Regularly getting up sets up a rhythm. Rhythm makes you who you are. You no longer depend on drive. Now you move through organization. Not because of stress, but because you believe in what you're doing. Being consistent takes work. It gets stronger with use, just like your body. Your body clock starts to sync with the natural processes when you wake up at the same time every day. You start to flow with life instead of fighting it when you get in tune with nature. This isn't about getting up early for no reason. It's about getting up early to do something important. In order to handle the tasks of the day with control, honesty, and accuracy. Seneca once said, "In our dreams, we suffer more than in real life." Most of us are afraid of the pain of routine, the restriction of getting up early, or the difficulty of sticking to a plan. It's what we think it will be like, but in fact, it's consistency that sets us free. The freedom of having a clear head, being ready, and being able to act without being controlled by your mood. When you wake up every day, you don't have to look for inspiration. Motive is a feeling, and feelings can change quickly. You can't always count on motivation. On the other hand, routine is safe. It doesn't matter if you're tired or not motivated. It only asks you to do something, and you do it because that's who you are. You should do it. It's your building. Marcus Aurelius also found peace in the everyday. He did things on purpose in the mornings, not because he was motivated, but because they were in line with his beliefs. There is a quiet art to living on purpose called discipline that frees us from the whims of life. So, make a promise to always wake up. Don't wait for inspiration to come to you. Make a habit that helps you and makes you feel better. Make the most of your mornings instead of letting them weigh you down. You will be free to be the person you are meant to be through that beat. 5. Take it easy. Embracing self-compassion. When we're trying to make the most of every moment, we forget to breathe. Stoicism isn't about being a robot. It's about handling tough situations with character. According to Seneca, wherever there is a person, there is a chance to be kind. That includes being nice to yourself. Some mornings will feel heavy, some is going to be slow. Don't say anything bad about them. Simply accept them. If you fall, lightly start over. Do not be afraid to take it easy. You are smart enough to know that getting stronger takes time. Nobody taught us how to be tools like the Stoics did. They did teach us to survive, but they did it with purpose and awareness. It's not what happens to you that matters, but how you react to it. Famed philosopher Epictetus said, "Although having a rough morning can define you, how you handle it is what really makes you unique." It's easy to forget that your worth doesn't depend on how much you get done in a world that expects it all the time. You don't always have to push harder to be strong. Knowing when to take a break is sometimes a sign of real power. When to take a step back, think about things again, and remember that you are human and that even the strongest fighters need time to rest, heal, and breathe. He had to fight his own wars in his mind as well as in the real world. Still, he told himself that self-forgiveness was important. The thing that stops you from acting leads to action. What gets in the way turns into the way. But sometimes that impediment could be your own mind's reaction. That feeling of worry and weariness doesn't mean you've failed. It means that you are learning. If you wake up feeling down, don't think of it as a lesson learned. Don't try to push energy that isn't there. Just enjoy the moment as it is. Being stoic doesn't mean always going against the grain. It's about understanding that work and rest are both necessary for a healthy life. Every day is a chance to start over and walk your path with calm and ease. In the morning, take it easy. This isn't to avoid problems, but to get ready to face them with kindness and understanding. Know that failures and slow starts are normal on the way. You are not defined by them. What makes you unique is how you deal with them, how you decide to act, not because you're in a hurry, but because you're smart. In the quiet times when no one has asked you to do anything, Be kind to yourself and give yourself room. There's no need to hurry. You should slowly get up when it's time for you to. In the end, strength comes from working out slowly. When things are going well, that's when real grit is built. 6. Small acts of discipline. Building a virtuous life. Being disciplined isn't loud, it's quiet. As you fold your blanket, brush your teeth with purpose, and put your phone away, you'll feel better. Even though these things don't seem like much, they are seeds. Seneca said, "Well-being is gained gradually, but it is still a great thing in and of itself. Every morning is a new page. Each little thing you do to be disciplined is a line written in power. Do one thing well and notice how it affects the rest of your day." The Stoics thought that every day, even small things can add up to great virtue. It's not about big actions or huge accomplishments. It's about the steady, constant work, the small, disciplined steps that add up over time. Each time you take a step toward order, focus, or control, you make your life stronger. Let's look at Marcus Aurelius. Even though he was emperor of the Roman Empire, he was very disciplined in his daily life. He didn't want other people to praise his good qualities. He worked on them by himself, because he knew that how a man lives when no one is looking is what really shows who he is. You are in charge of your life when you take charge of the little things that don't seem important. Small acts of control, like how you make your bed, organize your space, and decide how to deal with problems, are what make up a life well lived. The Stoics didn't wait for big events to show how smart they were, but they knew that how we handle the little things is what really shows who we are. Also, don't think that these little things are just normal. They are the building blocks of your character. Having discipline is a habit. It doesn't show up in times of trouble or when you're trying to reach big goals. It was made during quiet times. It's how you handle the little things that most people forget about. Being careful when you wash dishes, of walking with awareness, of working hard at something. These little things that don't seem important are what really test your focus. No man is free who is not master of himself, Seneca said. So, controlling the little things in life is what gives you freedom, not the big things you do. Even if it's something small, when you do it with purpose, you are making the life you want to live, one of control, order, and virtue. So pick one good thing to do when you wake up tomorrow. Find a small, disciplined thing you can do and give it your full attention. It may not seem important at the time, but these little actions add up to a strong, good life over time. One small thing you do today can make you stronger tomorrow. 7. Accountability, sharing the journey. Epictetus thought that we learn and grow by watching others and making friends. He said, "The key is to only hang out with positive people who make you want to be your best." Find someone who is going in the same direction as you. We have a goal, a message, and a way to check in. The person who helps you remember that you are not the only one growing. Additionally, this station is meant to help you become the person you were meant to be. It was known to the Stoics that change doesn't happen by itself. Our experience is the same. They valued the part of a fellow traveler because that person pushes you to be better, holds you accountable, and shows you what you can do. It doesn't just help to have someone by your side, it makes you stronger. It's simple to get lost in the world's noise and think that change happens by itself. Though, real growth is often sparked by getting to know someone. Getting together with people who want to grow and change at the same rate as you does makes for a strong group. Then you have more reason to be responsible in the mornings. As the saying goes, go alone if you want to go fast. Go together if you want to go far. You shouldn't make growth a race. It is a journey, and it is much more pleasant to share a trip. Epictetus talked about how important it is to be around people who inspire and lift us up. When we walk with people who value the same things as us, discipline, clarity, and purpose, we are naturally driven to improve ourselves as well. Partners in accountability do more than just check in with you. They show what you want to achieve. When things get in the way, they remind you of your goals. They celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and help you when you're not sure what to do. They keep you loyal even when you don't feel like it. It's not just about what you achieve when you make that promise to yourself, to your accountability partner, or to your community. It's also about who you become along the way. So, take the time to find someone who expects the most from you. A partner, a friend, a mentor, or anyone else who sees your promise and pushes you to reach it. Don't forget that this trip isn't meant to be taken by one person. If you don't have someone to hold you accountable, think of this group as that person. You'll find motivation here to keep going, stay motivated, and get up every morning with a plan. 8. Memento mori, remembering the value of every day. You will wake up one day, and it will be your last. Death didn't scare the Stoics, they utilized it. Memento mori means remember that you are going to die. Not to be afraid, but to experience a sense of urgency. Marcus Aurelius told himself over and over, you could end your life instantly. What you say, do, and think should be based on that. The morning is a gift every day. There's no promise. Don't waste time when you wake up knowing you're going to die. You are still alive. Memento mori isn't meant to be sad or morbid. It's just a powerful warning of how short life is. Take a moment to think about this truth in the morning, when no one has asked you to do anything. You only have so much time. You might only have this morning, or you might have many more. You can be sure that every moment is valuable, no matter what. We don't have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Seneca said, even though the clock is always running, how often do we really understand how important it is? We waste time on unimportant things, put off our dreams, and get caught up in the everyday. When we forget that time is limited, we live like we have tons of it. We don't, though. Keeping memento mori in mind every morning makes you aware of how important it is to live fully, on purpose, and with meaning. Today is the day to make it count. It has to do with putting most important things first. When you wake up, you know that your time is valuable and shouldn't be wasted on useless things. The Stoics didn't worry or fear about death all the time. It pointed them in the direction of a good life, one in which they focused on what was important and let go of what wasn't. You could leave life right now, Marcus Aurelius said. This makes us think, how would I live my life if today were my last day? Why would I do something different? Would you waste the day being hangry, putting things off, or worrying? Or would you rather act with love, meaning, and purpose? Not out of fear, but because we are thankful. Memento mori tells us to live with purpose. With each new day, you have a chance to make the most of what you have, let go of what doesn't serve you anymore, and focus on what does. This point of view changes everything. You don't take your life or your mornings for granted anymore. That's why you should tell yourself tomorrow morning, today could be my last day. How am I going to use it? Use your knowledge to guide what you do, what you choose, and how you think. Be sure that every day is an action that moves you closer to living a full life, not just waiting. Because how you spend each day is what counts, not how many days you have. 9. Practice negative visualization. Preparing for challenges. Imagine your idea is not working out. Your trip is going wrong. Someone letting you down. That's not being negative. It's getting ready. Epictetus said, When you are about to put your hand to any undertaking, remind yourself what kind of undertaking it is. Visualizing bad things makes you stronger. You don't walk into the day scared, you walk in with weapons. You are not surprised. You are calm during the storm because you knew it was going to happen. They didn't live in fear of the unknown, but they also didn't think everything would go perfectly either. They knew how important it was to be ready for bad things to happen by picturing what could go wrong. Focusing on the worst possible result or inviting bad things to happen is not what negative visualization is all about. Understanding that problems will happen and being mentally ready to deal with them with calmness are important parts of this. As Seneca aptly put it, we suffer more in our minds than in real life. The issue isn't that problems will happen, it's that we tend to overthink them. Worrying about the worst-case scenario makes it harder for us to handle things well when they go wrong. One way to deal with that fear before it stops you is to use negative imagery. Taking a moment every morning to picture possible problems helps you get ready to deal with them clearly. The way you want your plans to go might not work out. Maybe something out of the ordinary will ruin your day. You'll be able to reply calmly instead of with anger or fear, though, because you've already seen how things could go wrong. This is something Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself often. Today I shall meet people who are talkative, difficult, selfish, envious, and ungrateful. He wasn't cursing the world, he was just stating the truth. Once he realized this, he gave himself the strength to handle anything that came his way. Imagining bad things doesn't mean you're negative. To stay present when things don't go as planned, you need to get ready for them. Remembering that even the problems you face have been planned for will help you keep your emotions stable and your mind clear. That's because you've already seen the worst and are ready to handle it with grace. This mental armor helps you run your day without fear. Being negative isn't necessary for negative vision to work. You need to get ready to stay present when things don't go as planned. It's about keeping your mind and emotions stable while knowing that even the problems you face have been planned for. With this mental armor, you can go through the day without fear because you've already seen the worst and are ready to handle it with grace. 10. End with gratitude, reflecting on the day's gifts. Stoic happiness was based on being thankful. Marcus Aurelius thought every day about things like nature, people, and even hard times. Think about what a blessing it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, and to love when you wake up in the morning. Just write down 3 things: simple, true, and honest. The sun's warmth, how coffee tastes, the fact that you're still living and here. A normal day becomes holy when you are thankful. Don't end your morning with stress. End it with gratitude. In a world full of noise and other things to do, it's simple to miss the little but important gifts that each day brings. But the Stoics knew that happiness comes from how you see what you have, not what you have. Being thankful was like an anchor for Marcus Aurelius. It kept him steady, even when he was in charge of a kingdom and things were going crazy. He did this every day. He thought about what he had, how beautiful life was, and the people and events that gave it value. Being thankful is a strong but mild emotion. You start to see things differently when you notice the gifts in your life, no matter how small they are. The problems that need to be solved become easier to handle. It doesn't matter what the day brings because you know that the most important thing you have is life. Seneca said, "No one is free who is not in charge of himself." Thanksgiving helps you control your thoughts so you can see the good, even when things are hard. Instead of focusing on what's missing or wrong, it shifts your attention to what is right and deserves praise. Being thankful first thing in the morning not only sets the tone for the day, but it also gets your heart and mind ready to handle life with grace. Forgiving others doesn't require a long list of things. It's important to notice even the tiniest things, like how soft your bed is, how quiet it is in the morning, and how you can take deep breaths. These are the little pleasures that you might not even notice, but they have a huge impact on how peaceful and happy your life is. Take a moment to think about what you are grateful for as you get ready for the day. Loved ones, work, or even problems may help you grow. Simply write it down. Don't think about it. Mornings, 3 things: plain, honest, and real. When you do this, your mornings go from being a time of stress and hurry to a sacred routine of gratitude. You tell yourself that you are already rich in the things that matter most: life, experience, and the chance to grow. Take a moment to think about your gifts when you wake up tomorrow. Feeling grateful today? You can live a life with meaning, joy, and presence if you start each day with gratitude. Being in that frame of mind makes you ready to face whatever comes next, not afraid, but with gratitude in your heart. The Stoics thought that life should not be based on luck. They thought about living on purpose. This morning is not a to-do list. It's a holy ceremony, a time to shape your ideas, get stronger, and remember who you are. There will be mornings when you get it right. Others, you will trip. No problem. It is important that you keep going back to the base. What you want, your good character, your lifestyle. Next morning, don't just get up when the alarm goes off. Stand up like a Stoic, with the goal of peacefully, strongly,